Now I give the floor to Algeria.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Algeria wishes to thank the People's Republic of China for convening this important Arria-Formula meeting and for its continued commitment to multilateralism and the primacy of international law. I would also like to thank briefers, Professor Jeffrey Sachs and Dr. Yao for their valuable remarks. As we mark the 80th anniversary of the United Nations, Algeria reaffirms its strong attachment to the principles and purposes of the UN Charter and international law, particularly the principles of sovereign equality, self-determination, non-interference, and peaceful settlement of disputes. At a time when international cooperation is more vital than ever, we are concerned by the increase of unilateral measures and bullying practices that violate the sovereignty of states and threaten the multilateral system and undermine global stability. In this regard, Algeria reiterates the position of non-aligned movement, denouncing the use of unilateral coercive measures, including extraterritorial sanctions and politically motivated restrictions. Unilateral sanctions, by their nature, unjust and unlawful, have a disproportionately negative impact on developing countries. These measures are not only contrary to international law, but they aggravate existing inequalities and obstruct progress toward achieving the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Any economic or financial sanction should result from a genuine multilateral consensus and be adopted through the relevant UN or regional bodies. In this respect, Algeria believes that the UN, and particularly the Security Council, must stand firm in upholding the principles of the Charter. The Security Council has the responsibility to address actions to endanger international peace and security, including those economic measures that may provoke widespread hardship and political unrest. The UN system must be inclusive, serve all nations equally and fairly. On support for developing countries facing unilateral pressures, my delegation calls for enhanced international solidarity to support countries who suffer the consequences of coercive economic measures. Furthermore, we call for the lifting of all unilateral coercive measures imposed in contradiction with international law, which restrict the right of peoples to development and dignity. In conclusion, Algeria reaffirms its steadfast commitment to multilateralism and call upon all member states to reverse the growing trend of unilateralism and instead strengthen cooperation within the framework of the UN Charter to guarantee peace, justice, and prosperity for future generations and advance the legitimate rights and interests of all peoples. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Algeria.